If you want to learn coding but don't want to wait 2 or 3 years, if you want to quickly build real projects, create cool apps, and earn money online, then this video series is for you. In this series, I'm going to show you a step-by-step system where you'll go from zero to becoming a builder, not just a learner. We'll talk about mindset, a 30-day roadmap, cool projects, how to speed up 2x, 5x, and then how to convert coding into income. This won't just be theory. It'll be a practical system you can implement immediately. If you're ready to take your coding journey to the next level, let's start. Part 1. The right mindset. Learn coding fast without wasting years. If you want to learn coding fast and not just theory, but create cool stuff, the first step isn't choosing a language. The first step is your mindset. A lot of people learn coding slowly because they use a school-like approach. First all the theory, then notes, then practice. The reality is that coding is a skill, not a subject. Just like going to the gym and only reading about muscles doesn't build your body, similarly, just reading about programming concepts doesn't make you a developer. In today's world, if you're a beginner, the most practical language to start with is Python. Its syntax is simple, reliable, and you can use it to create everything from websites to AI tools, automation scripts, and games. If your goal is to build websites, then JavaScript is also essential because it's the language of the browser. But remember, language is secondary. The learning system is primary. Fast learners follow a rule: just enough theory, maximum action. This means you understand the concept for 30 to 40 minutes, then spend 2 to 3 hours building something with that concept. If you're learning loops, don't just memorize the syntax. Instead, create a number guessing game. If you're learning variables, make a small calculator. The brain gets dopamine when output is visible, which is why fast learners progress quickly. The second rule for learning coding fast is environment control. You're an IT student, and your goal is to earn money from social media and start your business. So coding isn't just a subject for you, it's an asset. Code at a fixed time every day, put your phone on airplane mode, open just one tab, and play light instrumental music in the background. This deep work mode will double your speed. The third important point is don't be afraid of documentation. When you see an error, don't panic. Errors are not your enemy, they're your guide. When you Google the error and solve it, that's real learning. Fast learners collect errors, not avoid them. Now, a secret that beginners don't know. 80% of real-world coding is the copy-modify system. Senior developers also look at Stack Overflow or documentation. The difference is that they understand how to modify what they copy. So your goal should be to understand what you copy. The core message of Part 1 is simple. Don't treat coding like an exam subject. Treat it like Lego blocks. Pick up the blocks, connect them, break them apart, and put them together again. The sooner you start creating output, the sooner your confidence will build. And that's what gives you speed. Now the mindset is clear. Let's talk about the exact roadmap. Many people learn coding slowly because they don't have a clear plan. They start with Python, then switch to JavaScript or change courses. The result is still confusion after 6 months. In this part, I'm giving you a simple but powerful 30-day system that I will guide you through, and you'll not just be a learner, but a mini builder. Part 2. 30-day action plan. From zero to builder. First, set up your tools. Install Visual Studio Code on your laptop. It's lightweight and perfect for beginners. If you choose Python, install it from the official website. If you want to do web development, a browser and VS Code are enough to start. Keep your tools simple. Don't waste time in too many steps. Now, let's divide the 30 days into 3 phases. The first 10 days are just for fundamentals: variables, data types, conditions, loops, and functions. But remember, you need to build a mini project after each concept. If you learn loops, create a simple multiplication table generator. If you learn conditions, make a password checker. Each day should end with a working output. This sends a signal to your brain that you're progressing. In the next 10 days, you'll build small projects. This is where the real fun begins. If you're using Python, you can create a simple to-do list app that runs in the terminal, a number guessing game, or a simple file organization script that automatically arranges folders. If you're doing web development, build a personal profile website. A simple HTML structure, basic CSS styling, and a little JavaScript interaction is perfect. It doesn't need to be perfect, just working. Whether the project is small, this will become your public proof of work. Tomorrow, when you try freelance or remote jobs, you'll have a ready profile. In the last 10 days, you'll build a cool project. This project might be small, but it should be impressive, like a basic expense tracker, a motivational quote generator, or a simple weather app that fetches data from an API. Here, you'll learn to interact with real-world things. When you can take data from the internet and display it on your screen, that's when you'll really feel like you're an actual developer. During these 30 days, follow another powerful habit: daily GitHub upload. Push your code to GitHub, even if it's a small project. This will become your public proof of work. Tomorrow, when you try freelance or remote jobs, you'll have a ready profile. A very important point that multiplies speed is that they don't actually provide tutorials. Watch one video, then try it yourself without watching the video. If you get stuck, just search for a specific problem. This method turns you from a dependent learner into an independent problem solver. If you are an IT student and want to start a business in the future, imagine if you could learn to create automation scripts in 6 months. It will save the business time. Start by creating simple websites. You can easily start monthly income through freelancing. Coding isn't just for jobs, it's for leverage. Learn for leverage. Part 3. Building cool projects that make people say wow. By now, you have learned the fundamentals and how to build small projects. But now the real game begins. The most powerful way to learn coding fast is to start building cool stuff. Cool doesn't just mean design. Cool means solving a problem or impressing someone with the output. A mindset shift is needed here. Beginners think that they'll become experts first and then they'll make projects. The reality is the opposite. You become an expert by making projects. If you keep using Python, you can learn to make automation tools. Imagine a script that automatically opens WhatsApp web and sends messaging, or a script that organizes your folders, or an Instagram hashtag analyzer. When you automate real-world things, you feel the power. That's why Python is powerful for beginners, because it allows you to automate boring tasks. If you're doing web development and learning JavaScript, you can make interactive websites like a typing speed test website, a simple quiz app, or an AI image generator frontend that's connected to an API. When someone opens and interacts with your website, your confidence goes to the next level. AI and modern tools. In today's world, if you combine coding with AI, you can create insane levels of cool stuff. For example, you can use tools like OpenAI's API to build a small chatbot that helps students with their studies, or a resume improvement tool, or a content idea generator. Here, you're not just coding, you're creating digital products. Your goal is to earn from social media. Imagine if you document your coding journey. Day 1, learning Python. Day 30, build my first app. You can build skills. The code project building formula is simple. Problem plus simplicity plus polish. First, choose a simple problem, like a student's focus issue. Then, create a simple solution, like a Pomodoro timer app. After that, add some polish. Clean UI, smooth buttons, a little animation, and people will say, wow. Another secret that fast learners follow is building in public. Share your projects on LinkedIn or YouTube, create short demo videos, and explain what you built and how. When you build publicly, your speed doubles because accountability kicks in. If your goal is to earn from social media, imagine documenting your coding journey. Day 1, learning Python. Day 30, build my first app. You can simultaneously build skills and an audience. That's double leverage. Now, a harsh truth. Your first 10 projects will be ugly. That's normal. Don't try to make them perfect. Fast learners focus on quantity. Build 20 projects, even if they're small. The 21st one will automatically be better. Part 4. How to learn 2x, 5x faster like a pro developer. Now you're building projects, but the question is how to multiply your speed. How to achieve that level where you look at a problem and instantly know how to solve it. This is where the difference between an amateur and a pro developer starts. First, the rule is think in logic, not in language. Beginners think in syntax, pros think in steps. When you see a problem, first write it down in English or Roman Urdu. What should happen? For example, user enters number, program checks if it's even or odd, then shows result. Once the steps are clear, it becomes easy to convert them into code. This approach is called algorithmic thinking, and this is your speed's base. The second powerful system is debugging mastery. Many beginners get frustrated with errors, but pro developers treat them like clues. When you read the error message line by line, your brain starts to recognize patterns. If you're using Python and an indentation error occurs, you'll immediately know it's a spacing issue. If an undefined variable error in JavaScript, you'll know a variable wasn't declared or there's a scope issue. Every error makes you stronger. Now let's talk about deliberate practice. Don't just do random coding. Choose a concept and focus on practicing it for an hour, like solving problems just with arrays or experimenting only with functions. When you repeatedly do something, neural pathways strengthen and speed automatically increases. Another secret is coding reading. Beginners just write. Pros read more than they write. Look at open source projects on GitHub. Start with small projects. See how other developers have structured functions, named variables, and organized files. Your brain will silently absorb best practices. Now, a word about modern advantages. AI tools are available today that can accelerate your learning. For example, you can use tools like ChatGPT as your personal coding mentor, but with a condition. First, try yourself, then get help. If you just copy the solution, your growth will slow down. But if you struggle first, then understand the explanation, your understanding will be deeper. Another way to multiply your speed is to set constraints. Challenge yourself to build a mini project in 30 minutes or add a feature in one day. When deadlines are there, the brain operates faster. This same principle is used in hackathons. You're a student, so if you treat your every semester project not just for marks but for portfolio, your speed and exposure both will increase. Polish every academic assignment like a real product. Part 5. Turning code into income and building your own digital empire. Now the final stage has arrived. You have learned to code, learned to create projects, and learned to develop speed. But the real question is how to generate money from this skill. Simply writing code is not enough. Converting code into value is the real game. The first step is positioning. Don't call yourself a student learning coding. Say, I build simple automation tools and websites. When you change your identity, your approach changes too. Clients don't buy skills, they buy results. If you can create automation with Python that saves a business 3 hours daily, that business will pay you. If you can create a clean landing page with JavaScript that increases sales, that will generate money. If we talk about the first income, a beginner should try freelancing first. Start with simple gigs on platforms like Fiverr and Upwork. For example, I will build a simple responsive website, or I will automate tasks using Python. In the beginning, keep the rate low and provide high quality, and your first 5 reviews are your foundation. You have another advantage. You want to start YouTube. Imagine documenting your coding journey. Building my first automation tools. How I made my first $100 online with code. This content will build your authority. People will trust you, and trust brings clients. Now, an important mindset: build a skill stack. Not just coding, learn some design. Improve your communication, understand marketing. When coding plus communication plus marketing combines, you become unstoppable. Today, a developer who can explain and sell too can earn 3 times the normal developer. The next level of income growth is to niche down. Don't be a general developer, like I build automation tools for small businesses, or I create websites for gyms and fitness trainers. When you are specific, you can charge premium. If you've watched this far, it means you're serious. Now you have a clear roadmap from mindset to income. The ball is in your court. It's easy to get motivated by watching videos, but real change happens when you open your laptop and start coding. Decide today that you will build daily for the next 30 days, whether the projects are small, but you will build. If this series feels helpful, like the video, write "I am building" in the comments, and subscribe to the channel, because here you'll find practical self-improvement and skill-building content that can change your life. And remember, there are thousands who learn, but few who build. Who do you want to be? See you in the next video.